Alright, I've got a fun book. This is one of my favorite books. It's called The Pirate Cruncher, and it's written by Johnny Duddle. In this book, as I'm reading this story to you, pay very close attention to the pictures. You might just find something unusual in the pictures. The Pirate Cruncher. I've got a pirate map here. My dear fellow pirates, do you want to be rich? To get treasure beyond your wildest dreams? To find nuggets of gold as big as ship's beams? And diamonds and rubies the size of your eyes? Just follow this map to claim your prize. From a friend. So let's take a closer look at that map. It's got there be treasure, ye wavy bit, watch out for monsters, and here be treasure. Get it quick before some other pirates do. What do you call this thing right here? This is called a tentacle. Squids and octopus have tentacles. The Pirate Cruncher. It was unusually quiet in Port Royal. But if you listened carefully on the docks, down the alleyways, and in the candlelit taverns, you could hear the faint sound of a fiddle floating on the wind. Outside the Thirsty Parrot Inn, an old fiddler appeared. As he fiddled, he sang a song. I was sailing one day, and what did I see? An island of golden, the scurvy sea. With a fiddle-dee-dee, there'll be treasure for me, fiddle-dee-dee across the sea. His song caught the ear of the dastardly Captain Purplebeard, who bellowed out the window. Treasure, you say? Can you show us the way? I'm quite fond of treasure. Me too. And us, we want some. I like the way it twinkles. Personally, I think treasure causes nothing but trouble. Quack! To the captain's delight, the fiddler replied, as I sailed the seas, I scribbled a map, so that when I got home I could find my way back. You cannot imagine the booty that's there, a huge haul of treasure beyond compare. Ha-ha! Yeah, I can imagine bags and bags of treasure. I'd rather have a bag of peanuts. What? I'd like some new gold teeth. I'd like to fill me boots with lots of loot. I want more treasure than I can eat. You eat treasure? Only the small pieces. The fiddler unfurled his map and sang, I'll show you my map if you'll take me there. There'll be treasure enough for us all to share. Now I want you to get a good look back here at the fiddler. I noticed something unusual about him. There are strings tied to his hands. There's strings tied to his hat. There are strings tied to his fiddle. I wonder why. I wonder why he's got strings. And back here, he's got strings tied to his feet and his other foot. Wonder why. The captain smiled and shouted, By thunder, that sounds just like our sort of plunder. Or my name ain't Pirate Purplebeard of Pindow. Finish your grog, lads, we set sail right now. Hooray! The sun was coming up as Captain Purplebeard and his cutthroat crew boarded their ship, the Black Hole. Behind them came the fiddler, still dancing and singing. To find this island you'll have to be quick, for they say it performs a vanishing trick, and none who've tried to set foot on its sands have ever returned to those pirate lands. But the captain just sneered and said, What nonsense! All aboard, me hearties. Ooh-ah! Hooray! And I've noticed that he's still got his strings attached to him. So off they sailed across the sea, and as they sat down to breakfast, the old fiddler began again. There is one small thing I forgot yesterday. There's also a monster, or so they say, that likes to eat pirates who come for the treasure and chew up their ships just for good measure. A pirate cruncher? Laughed the captain with glee. Be it made up or monstrous, it's no match for me. I'm Captain Purplebeard, scourge of the sea. And the fiddler said, oh yes, I agree. It doesn't scare me. No siree. Though no bones about it. It's a big old beast that likes nothing more than a pirate feast. It can swallow whole ships in whirlpool jaws, though they say it's allergic to scarlet macaws. A scarlet macaw is a red parrot. Okay, so they're sailing through the ocean. There are rubies and diamonds the size of balloons, silver and guineas and golden doubloons. But grab it all quick or it'll have your entrails. Now, fiddle-dee-dee, let's trim those sails. But no one moved on the deck below. The crew looked around in fear and dread, a monstrous vision in each pirate's head. So now all the pirates are dreaming of certain monsters. Before they had been dreaming about their treasure. Now they're thinking about monsters. And you see this little monkey here. He's fishing and he just caught something. I wonder what it could be. Actually, I've never been that fond of treasure. Yeah, I'm not sure I can stay. I forgot. It's the Parrot's Point picnic today. Let's give this ship a good cleaning instead. If we don't go home, we'll all end up dead. Go home, roared Purplebeard. Any cowardly landlubbers will be tossed in the sea. The only thing you should be scared of is me. So with visions of monsters in every head, the old motley crew trudged off to bed. Most had nightmares and terrible dreams, and the hold was full of pirate screams. But on deck, the captain just chortled with pleasure, for his head was stuffed full of dreams about treasure. Gold or silver, I don't care which, just as long as it makes me filthy rich. The next morning, the crew couldn't be sure, but the day before it seemed they had numbered one more. Uh-oh, so they're missing somebody? Wonder what might have happened anywhere in this picture. And the fiddler told them, if you're too scared, you can turn back to port while you're still healthy, say for scurvy and warts. It would be safer by far to return to the shore. And as for the treasure, do you really need more? Shiver me timbers, Captain Purplebeard laughed. You should know by now that never ever can any pirate have enough treasure. And if there's a beast, it better beware. I can smell that gold. We're almost there. Just then, from up in the crow's nest, there came a call. Land ahoy! Hooray! Yelled the pirates, forgetting their fear now that the promise of treasure was near. We're going to be rich! 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 As they clambered ashore, no one saw a thing wrong, too busy to heed the fiddler's last song. Off you go, boys, but I think I'll stay here. I doubt what you find will bring you good cheer, for a pile of old metal you don't really need. It has brought on a dangerous case of greed, and being greedy, you know, is wrong, which brings me at last to the end of my song. They're saying, it's ours now, all of it. More treasure for me. Captain? Take a good look at that. Here is what they're really on. You can see there are the eyes. Oh, it's got tentacles. And I see other pirate ships down here that didn't make it. This must be the Pirate Cruncher. Ooh. Crunch. I was swimming one day, and what did I see? A pirate-packed boat in the scurvy sea, with a fiddle-dee-dee, there'll be dinner for me, fiddle-dee-dee, across the sea. Right here it says, the end, with a question mark. And another treasure map leading to treasure. I hope you liked that story about Pirate Cruncher as much as I did. See you later.